Welcome back to season 4 of Queen Convos, Life Goals for the Queen in You podcast. If you don't know already, my name is Melissa and I am your hostess with the mostest. Thank you so much for tuning in this week, this season, and I am so happy that you are here. So if you are listening on your favorite podcast platform, welcome back. Welcome. If you are listening on YouTube or quote unquote seeing on YouTube, you're probably wondering, what am I seeing? And if you listen to my episodes last season, especially the last couple episodes, you know that I was supposed to be on YouTube visually, like me speaking to you in front of the camera and all of that good stuff. But let me tell you, the struggle was real. So I actually recorded a few episodes on camera, but when I went back to check the quality of the audio, it was not giving, okay? And I do not want to do that to you guys. So that made me come back to the drawing board and say, okay, well, when you get the setup that you need to make sure everything runs smoothly, then you can go ahead and revisit like the on-camera situation, okay? But until then, I'm still giving you a little bit of a hybrid. I'm giving you podcast episodes on your favorite podcast platforms, whatever that is. So you can always listen to me specifically on audio, but then I'm also giving you the option to listen to me on YouTube, where I'll have like little visuals going on. So you don't necessarily have to look at me all the time, but you could still listen to me on YouTube and still get a vibe, okay? And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe for me. Click that button and just let us just grow together, okay? I'm trying to grow the platform, trying to grow YouTube, and I would really love your support in doing that because I can't do it without you, all right? So I just want to get that out the way. And a lot of times I may be referring to something that you may see on YouTube. So if you're not on YouTube, go over there and see what I'm talking about. But for the most part, it's business as usual with a twist. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our Queen Quote of the Week. If you do not know, our Queen Quote of the Week is our weekly affirmations that we say to ourselves, the things that it's just statements that we can connect to and that will allow us to keep us going throughout the week, something that we commit to our minds and our memories for us to elevate and prosper. So for this week, our Queen Quote says, I will protect my peace by any means necessary. I don't think y'all heard me. So let me go ahead and say it again. Let me say it again for y'all. I will protect my peace by any means necessary. Especially with this new year. Happy New Year, everybody. We are in 2023. It's time to protect our peace. If you haven't been protecting your peace in 2022, 2021, 2020, and beyond, baby, it's time to do it this year. So we need to block out anything that is preventing us from having peace. If you do not have peace, I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much material things you have. I don't care where you are in life. If you do not have peace, you do not have anything, okay? Because peace allows you to bask and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Peace allows you to be centered with yourself and with God, to know what your next steps are. If you do not have peace, you cannot do any of those things. So I'm going to say it again. So that way you can have time to screenshot, you have time to write it down, you have time to commit it to your heart, to your mind, to your memory. And it says, I will protect my peace by any means necessary. And that is your Queen Quote of the Week. So for our next segment, it's called our Royal Tea time, okay? This is where we spill the tea responsibly about anything that's going on, anything that caught my eye, whether it be on social media, whether it be current events, or maybe just questions that you have for me that you want me to answer here on this episode. That's what we're doing here. And for this royalty time, I would be remiss if I did not mention this because I think it's so important and it's for us to have a constant reminder of this, okay? And sadly, it is about the passing of Twitch. Even though it happened a couple of weeks ago, it's still important. We can't just be desensitized to things like this that happens. So if you don't know, Twitch is what he's lovingly called, what his stage name is he was on, I believe So You Think You Can Dance, and then he is most famously known as the DJ off of Ellen. You know, he was just a positive light in people's lives, just dancing, spreading joy through his dance, his personality, and things like that. But sadly, they said he passed away due to suicide. And it really shocked me. And I don't get surprised a lot, but it really shocked me because just a few days before he was celebrating his anniversary with his beautiful wife. And then even before then, he was doing TikTok dances and things like that, and just showing, spreading love and positivity. And I was taken aback, honestly. It's a constant reminder that you don't know what somebody is going through. You don't know what is happening in their lives. And regardless of what you see online, that's only a split second in their lives. It's not their 24-hour day. It's not their day-to-day activities. So you don't know what's going on. And we shouldn't be so quick to assume that because people portray things online a certain way, that that's how they are 100% of the time. And Kirk Franklin posted a video in response to the passing of Twitch. And what he said, I thought was very, it's something that we should take heed of, right? And he said that we should not be afraid to be that annoying friend, to ask our friends, really, how are you doing? Not just the typical answer that we give each other when we're just trying to be fake polite. Like, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. And you keep it moving. No, actually, how are you? How is your mental? How is your mind state? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling today? And press your friends about it. Talk to them about it. You don't know if that could be the determining factor that saves their life that day and turns their mood around. And that's another thing that we need to be more cognizant of, is when we are talking to one another, talk to that person how you would want to be talked to at your lowest. Okay? Stop bullying, stop calling people out their name, stop disrespecting people. You don't know, you have no right. You have no right to go and mess up somebody's day. Period. I don't care who it is. You have no right to do that. And we need to stop walking around here like we have the right to do that, because we do not. So all in all, check on your friends, really check on them, really see how they are doing, see what they need. And I would pray that they do that for you in return, or somebody does that for you in return. And if there's nobody there that you feel can do that for you, reach out to different groups or somebody where you can get that support that you need, because you matter on this earth, and you matter just as anybody else matters on this earth. No one person matters more than the other. I just want us to remember that. And I want us to take that with us, especially in this new year, and just treat people kinder, be more forgiving, let people have grace. And in turn, that will happen for you because you are giving that out to people. Now you know what time it is. Baby, your majesty awaits. It's time for the Majesty Moment. So for our Majesty Moments, if you do not know, the Majesty Moment is our meat and potatoes, okay, of this episode. It is the main thing that we are talking about today, and it is what the title of the episode is all about, okay? So for our Majesty Moment today, we are talking about the things that I personally am leaving in 2023. And I know we are a few weeks, but probably by the time this episode drops, we are in a month, like about a month into 2023. So that gave me some time, okay, to reflect and really think about the things that I want to leave in 2022 and no longer am taking with me in 2023. And I think I have about 13 items, but I'm going to get through them quickly. And if you resonate with any of these, drop it in the comments and let me know which ones you resonate with, or let me know some of the things that you decided that you are not taking in 2023. Okay, because we have a lot of 2023 left. So this is still right on time. Now, these are not in any particular order. I just wrote them down as I was thinking about them and as I was led to write them down. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first thing I'm not taking with me in 2023, or I have not taken with me in 2023, is being the second to last option or being somebody's second option. Now, I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of someone having to have me as an afterthought. I said, wait a minute, why am I continuing to allow people to treat me as an afterthought? Why am I continuing to allow people to think that it's okay to think of me last or to think of me as something on the side? Like, I am not doing that anymore, and you should not do that anymore, because we deserve to be thought of first. If you have to choose between me and something else or someone else, baby, I'm going to make the choice for you, and I'm going to exit, because I don't need that type of energy in my space. All right. If I am not number one, baby, I am done. Do you feel me? Number one or done. And that may seem selfish, or it may sound selfish, but this is the year, we got to get that. We got to get that type of energy. Okay. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for expecting to be first. Okay. And I'm not talking about one-off situations where you shouldn't expect to be first. Like if somebody is really sick, or somebody, something is happening in somebody's life that is really life-changing, and they're giving that time to somebody else. Come on now, let's be for real. We are not stupid out here. We're not walking around just being completely devoid of all humanity. Of course, there are times where people are not going to put you first, but we're talking about the things, the small thing, the day-to-day things, right? The day-to-day things of life where you may hold somebody more important in your life than they hold you in their life. And that will show by their fruits. Keep a lookout for that, because I know I'm not taking that with me in 2023. The next thing I'm not taking with me in 2023 is giving my all to undeserving people. Let me collect my thoughts. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person that wants to see people succeed, that wants to see people thrive and grow. And I feel like, what I have been doing is literally giving people maybe unsolicited advice, but I have been giving people okay, this is how you do things. This is how you are, going to get where you need to be. And it's just it goes in one ear out the other, or maybe they're just not in a place to receive it. So I had to understand, first of all, Melissa, you're doing it to yourself, because most of the time they may not have asked for that advice. And I'm not unaware of myself. Okay. I'm very self-aware. So I understand that there are times where I do that, but that's how I show that I care and that I love one another, that I love people. But I have to realize that Now, this is going to be your money maker, right? Your bread and butter. So you have to reserve that for people who see value in that, and not just value as in money, but value as in your time, your energy, and your presence. So I am not giving all of myself to people who don't deserve it, or maybe are not in a position to receive it. I'm leaving that in 2022. Next, I am not making little excuses, with the air quotes around little, like little excuses, because we all have excuses for things that we don't do or things we don't get involved in. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. And I can think of any excuse why something could not happen or something, or I'm not doing something for whatever reason. And that's holding me back. So I'm taking those little excuses, I'm throwing them out the window. It's either I get it done or it's not going to get done. It's either I take accountability for it, or, you know what I mean? It's going to continue to be a determining factor in my life for not getting to where I need to get to, period. Leaving that in 2022. Next, talking myself out of new experiences. I keep saying I don't know about you because I don't know. I need y'all to tell me if this is you or not. But there are some situations, and for me, it shows up a lot when it comes to networking. Like, I will talk myself out of trying this new thing or this new experience, being in this new room with people, and I will talk myself out of it. Like, okay, no, you don't really have to do that, or you could do that later, or whatever the case may be. I'm not doing that anymore, especially in this new season that I'm stepping in, and I need to be out there. I need to show that I am here. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be in your house all day long, not connecting with people and not showing that you are present. And I'm not going to be talking myself out of situations. If there's a situation that presents itself that I think like, okay, this will help me in some way, shape, or form. I may not know exactly at that time, but it may help me. Then I'm going to go for it and I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be scared, because that's of the enemy. And I know, like, that's just trying to hold me back. And whenever I feed into that, I know that's another point on the enemy scoreboard. Okay, we don't want those points. Okay, we want to keep it for us. So I'm leaving that in 2022. Next, I am no longer waiting for others to get on the bandwagon. And this also goes with the next one about seeking validation. I told y'all I'm self-aware, so I'm going to give it to y'all like how I only know how, and just like being real with myself. I may not seek validation in some of the ways that other people may seek validation, but I do it in my own way. And I am no longer doing that. Like, if God is saying, this is where you need to be, this is what you need to do, I'm going to do it. And I don't care what people say, because really it's not about me. It's not about them. It's about the bigger purpose and the bigger reason as to why I need to be doing these certain things. And a lot of people are not going to understand you or understand what you need to do, because it's not for them to understand. It's for you to achieve and accomplish that. And then they'll be able to see the benefits later, or see why you had to do what you had to do. But it starts with you pushing that aside and saying, I'm doing this because I know this is what I need to be doing. And that's what I'm saying to myself. So I'm no longer going to be seeking validation, even in the little ways, from people. Like, it could be even as simple as wearing something that you may not be confident in wearing. So you're looking for other people to say, oh, that looks cute, or oh, that looks nice on you. I'm not even waiting for that. Okay. If I put it on and I say, you know what, girl, you looking good. You looking good. Go ahead, step out on that. Go ahead, step out on that stoop. Go ahead, step out in the house and go ahead and do your little thing. Do your little 1-2. And I'm not waiting for anybody anymore, okay? Like, I'm not doing that. Not at my big age, right? I'm not doing it. So I'm leaving that in 2022 as well. And another similar thing that I'm leaving in 2022 is making people see my point of view. especially in this day and age where everyone has their opinion and everyone can voice their opinion at a moment's notice, I am over making people see my point of view. Sometimes you are purposefully not trying to see my point of view, or other times you just may not be able to see my point of view. And either way, it really doesn't matter, because the more I try to go back and forth with you for you to see my point of view, there's a saying is like, when you are arguing with a fool, not calling people fools out here, but this is the saying. If you are arguing with a fool, from someone on the outside looking in, they can't tell who is the fool. And I don't want to be in that situation, right? So I'm just not doing that. Once I feel like we're going in circles, I say, you know what? It's okay. It's all right. We're just going to move on. And so that's how I'm leaving that in 2022. I'm running through this list. The next one on the list is being around energy drainers. I am not doing that. And sometimes it takes you to be told by somebody else that you are around energy drainers for you to become sensitive to the fact that you are around energy drainers. And what I do know is that we need every little bit of energy that we can muster up. I need every bit of energy that I can muster up, and I can't spend my energy on people who are draining my energy. So when I feel that, especially if you are someone who has that ability to like read the energy or the temperature in the room, if you feel that shift and you know like, okay, this is not going to be good for me, just go ahead and leave. You don't have to be disrespectful about it, but you just politely excuse yourself. That's being an adult. You don't have to be in every room 24/7, especially if the room is not conducive to what you are trying to do. So I'm leaving that in 2022. I'm going to exit. I'm going to exit. Now, every time I exit a room, I don't want people to think like, oh my gosh, you don't like the energy in the room. Well, no, sometimes I just gotta go. So don't try to equate me leaving or exiting a room with me not liking the energy. Sometimes I have stuff to do as well. But yeah, I'm just leaving that in 2022. Another thing I'm leaving in 2022, and this is a big one. It's a big one for me, is making impulsive decisions. I know I'm not the only one out here, but I know like I have made a lot of impulsive decisions, and a lot of those impulsive decisions has caused me to make further decisions to kind of clean up the impulsive decisions that I've made. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to continue to do that. I don't want to have to continue to play the cleanup guy in my own demise, in my own life, because I didn't take a couple of seconds to rethink or reevaluate the situation. And being able to process things quickly and make quick decisions is also a blessing. And I take that as a blessing. But if it's not, any blessing that's misused, it can become detrimental. And I don't want that to happen. Okay. I know there's a time when you need to make an impulsive decision, when you need to make a quick decision, but then there are times when you do not, where the decision can wait, and you don't have to be hasty or impulsive with the decision that you make. A lot of my decisions, impulsive decisions, it comes around just spending, frivolous spending, or whatever the case may be. I mean, we all do it, but I have like dramatically taken a step back and reevaluated that. So like every purchase that I make, like I spend time thinking about it before I pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Before I just say, okay, I want it, I'm going to get it. It's already in my cart. It's already checked out, period. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm sure my husband is very grateful. But I said, no, we're leaving that in 2022. I actually started before 2023. So I would like to give myself some credit on that. But I just definitely not taking it with me in 2023. The next one, it's kind of similar to some of the other ones, but allowing others to affect my mood. It's a little different because you could be happy about a situation or excited about something, and then somebody says something to you that rubs you the wrong way, and then immediately your mood is off, or immediately my mood is off, or I don't feel the same way I did before. And I'm not doing that anymore. Like if I'm having a good day and someone's not having a good day, I'm not going to throw my good day in their face, but I'm also not going to wallow in their bad day either. I'm going to see if I can do anything to make it better, but I'm not going to have my mood shifted based on other people's moods, okay? Because that has nothing to do with me, and I have to learn that and understand that. So I'm leaving that in 2022. Ooh, the next I just looked at the next one. I was like, oh, Lord. The next one, I only have about 3 left. The next one that I'm leaving in 2022 is self-doubt. Whew, I had to inhale, exhale for that one because self-doubt. Shout out to all of my former perfectionists and my perfectionists who are trying to, get out of that perfectionist chokehold. It's a lot. You're always doubting yourself, always thinking like, oh my goodness, am I like doing what I need to do? Is this right? Is this not right? Should it be like this? Should it be like that? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? How I'm supposed to be doing it? All of that. I'm not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at it like, hey, worst case scenario, it doesn't work out. Okay. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, it doesn't turn out how you thought it was going to turn out. And now you pivot. You move, you recalibrate, and you find something else. You let it be what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. That's why I am taking self-doubt off the table for 2023. No room for self-doubt. You just have to go, not impulsively, but you go knowing that God has got you. And as long as his hand is in it, and as long as you are acknowledging him, or as long as I'm acknowledging him in all of my ways, he's going to direct my path every time, point blank, period. Along the lines with self-doubt is the imposter syndrome that I am leaving in 2022 and not taking with me in 2023. If you don't know what the imposter syndrome is, basically my paraphrasing of it is you not acknowledging that your work, talents, and abilities or whatever got you to this point that you are, and it has to be some type of fluke or some type of other force that made you get to where you are, because it couldn't be that it was you that got you where you are. Obviously with God, but basically what I'm saying is like you just really can't believe or accept the fact that any of your accomplishments or anything that you have done was based on the fact that you had a hand in it. Like it had to be something else, some type of fluke or whatever. And for everything that I have done, like really up until this point, I'm always like trying to rationalize it, that it's something else or something happened that kind of turned it in my favor, but it really wasn't because of me. Even through law school, first even getting into law school, even graduating law school and all of that, I just still had that feeling like, maybe they messed up on this, or maybe they just didn't calculate the grades right at this time, or maybe they just like me thinking about it now, I'm thinking like, girl, like you need to get it together. But really, that's how I used to think, because I just didn't, you know what I mean? Like I just did not think that I had any hand in it, right? But I know that I gave it up all to God. Everything that I've done, everything that I've been through, and everything that I have accomplished thus far is because God had his hand on it. I know that 100%. But it also took me to go through the things that I had to go through. Like it took me to go through the steps and the stages for God's hand to be shown in it. And now that's what I'm taking with me in 2023. The fact that anything that I've accomplished or anything that I continue to accomplish is because God's hand is in it and he is using me as a vessel. And it's also because of me working with God to make it happen. So yeah, imposter syndrome, baby, you are being left in 2022 because I don't want you no more. Finally, the last thing I am not taking with me in 2023, and I'm leaving it in 2022, is acting like I don't deserve success, health, wealth, and prosperity. Acting like I don't deserve success, health, wealth, and prosperity. Are you like that? And it's crazy like that is the last one on the list because I wasn't planned. But yeah, for so long I just felt like I'm just gonna be in this body forever. I'm just gonna be in, this mindset forever. Like it's just meant for me to be in this financial situation forever, or it's just meant for me to be here. It's okay if other people succeed, but like what does that TikTok mean? It's an old one. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Like that type of thing, right? But no longer. I deserve to have the life that I want. I deserve to have the success that I want. I deserve to have the body that I want. I deserve to have the mind that I want. I deserve to have the wealth that I want. I deserve to have all of the great things that I desire. And I want you to say that as well, because you deserve it just as badly as I do. So for 2023, I'm just literally embracing that and say, yes, I do deserve it. And it's okay if good things happen to me, right? It's okay if good things happen to you. It's okay. Stop waiting for the last shoe to drop. I should have put that on the list. Like, it's okay. Don't wait for the other shoe to drop, okay? Don't live your life waiting for that. It's easier said than done. Trust me. I know, but I am making a conscious decision not to let that happen, to not wait on that, just to live in the moment, embrace the moment, embrace the great things, embrace the blessings that God has bestowed upon me. And that's what I pray for you as well. So I have a lot of things that I am bundling up and donating to the 2022 trash can. Okay. The special pickup is coming around and they're going to go ahead and take all of this stuff and take it to wherever they need to take it to, because it's not coming with me in 2023. And I am interested in knowing what is not coming with you in 2023. What have you decided? Like, I'm done with this. This is staying in 2022. It's a wrap for that. Let me know in the comments, because I am interested in knowing, period. It don't matter if it's February or whenever this episode drop. It doesn't matter. Let me know what you've already decided and let me know how it's going and if you see any improvement yet. And I'm going to take this time to all my people who have been listening to me on YouTube. Thank you so much. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel. And if you are listening on your favorite podcast platforms, go ahead and follow me, rate me, give me some 5 stars. You know what I mean? Give me a little help out here. I'm trying to give positive content, right? Positive, helpful content that is going to elevate us and not hold us back. Okay. So I would really appreciate if you do that for your girl. Appreciate you in advance. Okay, so episode 1 in the books for season 4. I am grateful, and I will always say that. I'm just grateful. Even if you listen for 5 minutes, I'm grateful. I am going to get out of here. It's your girl Melissa, and remember to adjust your crown, walk in your purpose, and always remember who you are. Catch you later. Hey, you guys, it's your girl Melissa, host of Queen Convos, Life Goals for the Queen in You. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you heard today, please feel free. And matter of fact, go ahead and do your girl a favor and like, comment, subscribe. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please go ahead and rate and review. I love you guys so much for listening, and I will see you later.